Hello. Good evening. It's so good to see you guys. How are you? Thank you for stopping by for my post-debut Q&A. I just wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit after all of the craziness of the weekend. It's really good to see you. Yes, even tidings. Hello. Hi. Oh, ping in the ping in the Discord. Oh shit. I am so sorry. Let me actually do that right now. Okay. Where are... Why do all of you forget? I don't know. It's just like that. I'm great. How are you? I am also good. I'm good. I was actually pretty busy today. I got up early and went to a craft show and oh, I forgot to link the stream in my ping. Oh my god. And I bought a whole lot of alcohol. I got 2 different flavors of moonshine actually. And I asked in the Real Corp Discord if anybody wanted to have a drinking stream with me in the future. So maybe that's something we have coming up here. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I did turn my alerts on for this. I had my alerts on or off during debut. Also, I apologize for the default alert sound. I'll have something new eventually. Yeah, I am a professional. I know very well what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to just get started and bring up the Q&A questions. Oh, also, yeah, I do think that the drinking stream should be a Christmas event because both flavors of moonshine are Christmas flavors. One is gingerbread man and one is eggnog, and they're both really good. Because I love gingerbread and I love eggnog, both of which are kind of controversial flavors for some people. But yeah, anyway, let's do this. And then let's move me over this way. Okay, so first one. First off, amazing debut. Second, I know you have more music planned in the future. Do you have a Spotify account for music, or will it be somewhere else like Apple Music, for example? Will it just be on your YouTube? Do you have any collabs planned with your music? Will you be making a full cover of Lullaby Blue? Sorry, it's a lot of questions. Bye. Oh yeah, that is a lot of questions, but that's okay. I have answers for some of them. So as for the full cover of Lullaby Blue, it already exists actually. It's existed for quite a while. It's already been recorded and mixed and mastered. So that is just a matter of getting a music video put together. So that will probably be one of the first things that I put out. Oh, hi Gaps, thank you for coming. As far as where I plan to put my music, I know that Xander has his on Spotify, if I remember correctly. Hi, Cause. Thank you for coming. Xander was able to get his original on Spotify. If I had to choose an outlet other than YouTube, I would probably also go for Spotify. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so when when I eventually start putting music out, I'll try for Spotify. Probably only for originals. If I do covers, I might just keep it on YouTube. I have to figure out like the specifics of that. If putting covers on YouTube is a pain at all, but we'll get that figured out. That's questions for the CEO and for Jackie, unfortunately. Collabs for music. I actually do have a lot of collabs. I have a lot of collabs that I hope to do for music. To be perfectly honest, I've probably pestered Xander about like 3 different songs at this point. So I will definitely be doing something with Xander in the future. I think that covers all of them. Everything on YouTube is a pain. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely fair. Okay, so I will go to the next one. Oh, I like this question. Out of all the Real Corp talents, which ones could you take in a fight? Physical, argumentative, or otherwise? So, I think physically in a fight, I'm pretty strong. I I went to Best Buy actually the other day to pick up the car battery that I tweeted about to get rid of the static in my microphone. It's a uninterruptible power source, and it was crazy. I had to like put it in my living room and everything. It's a lot. Anyway, so I went to go pick it up, and the guy at Best Buy just like threw it down on the counter and was like, "Oh, you're going to need help moving this probably." And I was like, "Oh, let me see." And I picked it up and it was like, "No, I got it." I'm fairly strong, so I think physically in a fight, I could definitely take both Leviathans probably at the same time. In a fight. I could take them both at the same time in a fight. I could probably without a doubt take Korra in a fight physically. I think the only person I physically could not don't let him know I said this. I think the only person I physically could not take in a fight would be Xander, actually. Because he's a little beefy. Unfortunately, I hate to admit it, but yeah, he's a little beefy. They're Yordle sized. Oh, that's really good. Argumentatively, I could take everybody in Real Corp except for Ezra. And the reason why I cannot take Ezra in a fight is because no matter what I say, they would simply say piss back to me. And it would just be like, there would be no winning. And so I would have to just prioritize my time. And honestly, I have more important things to do. So I guess Ezra would they would win in that instance. Because I would be trying to, you know, do the thing where I'm always trying to prove that I'm right and having arguments and facts and counter arguments. And they would just say piss. And I think I would just have to leave. I would have to excuse myself. So I think in that instance, Ezra would win. Okay, what's my next one? What all special abilities and powers do you have? How do you control your dearly departed? Wow. So I'm able to see the spirits of the dead, communicate with them, and I am able to either raise them or send them back to the great beyond. And I'm trying very hard to get the Leviathans to go back to the land of the dead, but they're very, very stubborn. How do I control my dearly departed? Well, it depends. You are all very unique cases. For some of you, it's as easy as showing my model and scrolling down a little bit and showing feet, and I think that, that's a control mechanism. I also Oh, hello, Tora! It's such an awkward time for you to show up whenever I'm talking about feet. But it's lovely to see you. Hello. So there's that. I don't know. I don't have one pure strategy for getting people to do things about me. To get things to do things for me. Yo, we're talking about grippers. Oh my god. You're uncontrollable. That remains to be seen. Everyone is controllable, either for a price or under the right circumstances. Who's your favorite comic book and manga character? So I actually don't read a lot of comics. Like if it's anything classic like a Marvel or DC, I've never really been into reading comics. I usually just go see the movies. Manga characters. Oh man. I feel like there's a lot of characters that I think are... Sorry if you just heard my phone. There's a lot of manga characters that I think are attractive, or have good stories, but I think if I had to pick an all-time favorite, I don't know, it feels very basic of me to say this, but one of my favorite characters in a manga is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, and the reason why is I can get into like all of these like silly goofy reasons of like I've never had a motherly instinct in my life until I saw him, and now I am filled with the strength that mothers use to lift cars off of their children. But I just think he's a very well written character. I have a deep love of characters who can stay kind and gentle in the face of extreme tragedy, and in an environment, in a world that doesn't love them, but they will still love the world. I love characters like that, and I love when they're done correctly. He's a very well written character, I think. I have tried to play characters like that in like some of my D&D games and stuff. And it's hard. It's a hard archetype to really get correct with the right amount of nuance and to make it feel realistic, but also bordering on just so, I don't know, almost, it's like realistic, but you almost don't want to believe it because it's so unheard of for somebody to be so kind in the face of so much evil, you know? I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent now. I'm really into writing I'm really into characterization, and so I get really, really into characters when they're done really well. Show feet. Of course. Sure, sure. Let me just... You never said they had to be my feet. So there. I have shown feet. You never specified whose they had to be. There you are. Okay. What made you consider... Oh wait, do you know the man behind the slaughter? I am the man behind the slaughter. You're all... You're horrible. Alright. What made you consider VTubing as a potential career path? So, I think it's really interesting that this was phrased as a career path, because I don't know, I never really thought that I could do this to the point where it would be a career. I always thought that it would sort of just be like a hobby for me, something that I would try and see how it goes. And what really got me into it was one of my friends actually showed me a cover of a song from Ensemble Stars that was done by Suisei and Toko. And I watched it and I was like, oh man, I wish that I could be an anime girl that does music, because I had a brief stint in my youth where I really wanted to do the like Jubiphonic thing, you know, where you just like make covers and stuff under like an alias. And when I saw that cover, I was like, oh, so it's like that thing I wanted to do, but you get to have lore and do character creation. So it's like all of my favorite things. It was music and character creation and lore writing. And I looked a little more into it, and I kind of, when I have an idea in my head, I don't easily let it go. If it's something that I really want, I hold on to it and I just pursue it to the best of my ability. So when it came to VTubing, I immediately launched into trying to create an indie persona. Oh, thank you! Welcome, welcome. So anyway, I started creating a independent persona, an indie persona, and by the time that I had a model, I was actually still working like off of a laptop, and I was trying to save a ton of money so that I could buy a PC. And at that point I was just producing covers. And when I had some covers done, I thought, well, you know, why not try to get some extra help? And I went and I started auditioning for startup agencies. The first one that I was a part of was a bit of a mess. It fell through within approximately 5 months. About 5 months from my hire date, they were announcing the closing. So it was not great. But when that was happening, I auditioned for Real Corp, and they you know, they asked me for an interview, and I'm going to be entirely honest. I didn't. I had low expectations. I was very bitter from my last experience, and I went and I spoke to our CEO and to Jackie, and they told me what they were all about and what they could offer us. And honestly, I was impressed. I was impressed with the honesty. I was impressed with the quality of the support they were offering and the products they were offering, the materials. And so I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And honestly, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. This is going much better than last time. I still wouldn't really consider this my career path. I do have a full-time job. I work a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I am an office lady. So when I'm not here, I am sitting in an office doing office lady things. I would love if one day this could be a career path for me. I would love it if it could be my full-time job. That would be amazing. But for now, I'm not really viewing it as a career path. I'm viewing it as, I guess, a passion, just something that I like to do. Something that is fun and that brings me joy. You go to the office just like that? Yeah, you don't? You don't go to the office wearing pointed armor with your butt fangs out and your little panties that look like a womb tattoo? And a skull on your head? Come on. Okay, how many languages do you speak? Would you like to learn a new one? That's really funny that you asked that. Because Ruby in the office, they don't know I'm a VTuber. Honestly though, me sitting there like they don't know. They don't know that I'm an anime girl in my free time. How many languages? Right. So it's funny you ask this because usually I would put this on my debut slides and I completely forgot. So, obviously I am a native English speaker. I do speak a bit of Spanish. I actually studied Spanish for like a cumulative like 8.5 years. I studied Spanish in high school and I studied it for some time after that as well. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, I was not able to travel abroad and do the studying abroad portion. So I could not complete. I was going to minor in Spanish actually when I was in university. But I didn't get that opportunity because of the pandemic. But I'm confident in my ability to read Spanish, to write Spanish. Speaking, I gotta hype myself up for that one. Because I can do it, but then as soon as I'm put on the spot, I like start sweating and I forget all of my Spanish. But yeah, I was to the point where I was taking like Spanish lit classes and Spanish composition classes, and my professors used to ask me if I wanted to be a Spanish teacher, which I didn't. But yeah, I pick up languages fairly quickly. I started learning Japanese around the time when I decided I wanted to get into VTubing, and then it kind of dropped off because I did start working a full-time job and it was just something that just kept getting pushed to the back of my mind. I think I'm still pretty proficient in remembering all of my hiragana and katakana. I really don't know a lot of kanji, I'm gonna be honest. Kanji scares me. Well, buenas noches. Buenas noches, Kuriko. But yeah, I would like to continue working on the Japanese. I was getting to the point where it's like I could introduce myself, I could like say like really basic sentences. So I would have to go back and sort of do a refresher on that. I don't like doing Duolingo streams because people can't know that I make mistakes. So I will be learning that in my free time. Buenos dias, fuck boy. Favorite movies? Oh man. Favorite movies, like that question that people ask you, and you have so many movies that you like. And then when they ask you what your favorite movie is, you suddenly can't remember that you like movies. You never make mistakes, you're always right. So true, Seagull. Thank you. Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Hello. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you. Seeing some new faces in the chat. That's wonderful. Chilean Spanish is the most difficult Spanish. I was taught, so in American schools, they mostly teach, Latin American Spanish. And so they really don't spend a lot of time on the, vosotros form, that they typically use in Spain. They gloss over that a lot of the time. And so whenever you have to start using, you know, like the European Spanish, it's like, you know, because then you have to incorporate a whole other form. Oh my goodness, sorry. I am sleepy. But yeah, you have to incorporate a whole other form, and yeah, a whole other form that they don't really teach you. Anyway, back to the movies. So like I said, it's as soon as you start asking me my favorite movies, I forget every movie ever. Every movie ever. Just gone. Just gone from my head. One that I will always say is a favorite of mine is the I love the 2004 Van Helsing movie. Like, unironically. It's very cheesy. It's like the very like early 2000s CGI. Like the acting from some of it is a little bit cringe. Honestly though, I love it. It just makes me happy. I love like campy goth movies. The SpongeBob movie. Oh no. I have SpongeBob movie trauma. I went on a vacation with my family once, and my cousin was very young, and he only ever let us watch the SpongeBob movie. And because he was the baby, everybody like listened to him. And so they like just kept playing the SpongeBob movie. And so I think I've heard the Goofy Goober rock like more times than I have like ever wanted to hear it. The forgetting issue runs in the family. For gore's worth. God. Sorry if my model is making weird faces. I'm putting on chapstick right now. Okay. I also really like, I feel like this is a really basic answer. I love Howl's Moving Castle as well. And I feel like a lot of people like use that as a favorite movie. It's like one of the most popular like Ghibli movies. But I really do like it. It's something that I try to make a point to watch at least once a year. Okay. What was the tipping point? Okay, first of all, I love that it was like, what was the tipping point? Like, when did you reach maximum mental illness? When did you crack? When did you just lose control of your life? So what was the tipping point for you to try League? Favorite champ so far? Also Arcane Season 2. Hype. Congrats on debut. It was awesome. Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. So the the supposed tipping point for me to try to play League. I have a lot of friends that are connected to League of Legends somehow. I have friends who, you know, have worked on League of Legends. I have friends who just really like playing League. I have friends who like played competitively, and my two of my main friend groups have sort of just converged upon me in the last year or so. Maybe even the last couple months, and have been like, Rui, it is time. It is time for you to play League of Legends. And I was like, what do you mean? I thought we made fun of people who played League of Legends because they are like maidenless, and what have you. But I like quality time is my love language, and I like spending time doing things with people that people enjoy. And so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot, but I have to learn it. Because they're all just so much better than me at League of Legends. I'm still at the point where I like push buttons and scream, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I'm trash. I'm what the kids call a noob. So I'm attempting to get better at League, just so it's something that I can enjoy with people that I love. My favorite champ to play so far. So because oh, hello, hi, welcome to the chat. Because I watched Arcane. Okay, so my very first champ that I ever played was Ari, but I think she's like everybody's first. The champ that I played the most at first was Caitlyn, just because I watched Arcane, and typically when I play any sort of video game, I like ranged characters. I'm not much of like a melee person. So, you know, she was ranged, she was a familiar face, and so I was like, yeah, I will learn Caitlyn. And she was fairly easy. I don't want to say she was easy to pick up, because then whenever I practice in a couple days and I play Caitlyn and I suck, you're gonna be like, but you said in your Q&A that it was easy. And I'm gonna be like, So yeah, Caitlyn is one of my go-tos. Also because I'm a narcissist, and I like it whenever people compare me to things, or say that something reminded them of me. I had somebody close to me come to me and be like, I know you don't play League a lot, but I need you to listen to Zaya's voice lines because that is you. And I was like, what do you mean? And then I listened to them, and she was like talking about how she likes Rakan so much that she's gonna like chew his skin off or something, and I was like, oh, I see. This is like my flavor of goblin core. I love that. um So I mostly have been playing Caitlyn and Zaya. Yeah, also as far as Arcane Season 2, I'm very excited. I love Arcane. I love Arcane so much, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in my debut. How much I absolutely love Arcane. I think it has just such excellent character writing and just beautiful animation and a wonderful plot. And I actually, it's like, you know how I said I like getting on like YouTube rabbit holes of really, really specific, like topics and stuff? I watched so many videos about Arcane. I watched like all of the there's like the series put out by Riot that's like I don't know, something about the breach, like bridging the breach or something. That's like all the Arcane behind the scenes stuff. I watched that. I watched a lot of other creators do like these analysis videos on the way that things are written, like comparing Jinx's Madness arc with like Daenerys's from Game of Thrones, and like seeing like how Arcane did a better job, like objectively. I watched you know, just how they the characterization of women by the Arcane team, and just like I got so into all these videos that like broke down all these really little like nuanced pieces of Arcane. That they made a trailer that season 2 was in production. Yeah, I think because it was coming up on the year anniversary, and it probably felt like they had to have some sort of content, you know? So like I can understand that a little bit. Just like, oh god. Oh god, we have to have some sort of content out to let them know that we're working on season 2. So I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Okay. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Well, there are two answers to this. There's like me answering with like the thing that I enjoy that I don't think I would tire of too quickly. But then there's like the really big brain Giga Chat answer to this. So I'm gonna start off with the big brain Giga Chat answer. And the big brain Giga Chat answer is salad. And here's why. Because anything can be a salad. Because you can put anything on top of lettuce and call it a salad. And then if you start getting into like the United States Midwest, you can put mayonnaise on anything and call it a salad. You can like mix up a bunch of different stuff and call it a salad. And so technically, all of the different combinations of food could technically be considered salads. And so you wouldn't actually have to eat the same thing all the time. You would just kind of have to eat like different conglomerations of things. So that is the big brain answer for if you like wanted the cheat codes on eating one meal for the rest of your life. But if we're gonna go like the easy way and say that, you know, like the one thing, because this is kind of just around, I don't want to say a roundabout way, it's kind of just another way of asking like what's your favorite food. Something that I could eat and not get sick of, chicken wings. I love chicken wings. Chicken wings are so good. I'm staring directly at Ezra. I am going to rip their wings off and deep fry them and cover them in like some really good like dry seasoning or something, and then dip them in ranch. I love chicken wings, and there are so many ways that you can eat chicken wings too, because like you can do like dry seasonings, or you can do like different sauces, and so I feel like I could probably eat chicken wings for like a week before I got sick of it. That's not the rest of my life, but it's a pretty decent amount of time. So yes, those are my two answers. Okay. What is something that always makes you smile? Oh wait, hold on. Bath and nest. Do you eat them with or without the bone? Oh wait, okay. So this is something I have opinions on. Boneless wings are not chicken wings. No. Boneless wings? No, absolutely not. They are the shit tier answer. There's like tiers of chicken wings, right? So boneless wings are shit tier. And then there's like the wings that are like half of the wing, so you either get like the drumstick or like the other part. They're like, okay, those are mid tier. And then you have the god tier, which is like just the full ass chicken wing, like the big chicken wing that like the drumstick is still attached to the other part, and like it is just the full chicken wing. It is the full chicken wing. That is the good shit. That's like the good shit. They just throw the whole wing in the fryer. Yeah, no, for real. Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets. If you wanted a chicken nugget, just eat chicken nuggets. I don't know why I feel so passionately about this. Calling it a boneless wing, that is so pointless. That is like the dumbest like marketing like grab I have ever seen. And anybody who believes that a boneless chicken wing is actually a chicken wing and not just some like ground up conglomeration of chicken parts that are not even from the wing, that are breaded and deep fried just like a nugget but in a slightly different shape, if you believe that, then like you are not immune to propaganda and you are just buying what they are selling you. And you, oh my god. So-called free thinkers whenever they see a boneless chicken wing. Oh my god. Anyway, going back to the original question. What is something that always makes you smile? Something that always makes me smile. Hold on here. I'll do the fan service answer. Something that always makes me smile is you guys, is my dearly departed. You always make me smile. I mean, that's fair. It's true. It's true. I'm always happy when I see you guys like interacting with my posts or putting things in my Discord channels or on Twitter in my tags. It makes me happy to know that you thought of me. So yes, you guys do make me smile. On a less sentimental note, something that always makes me smile, whenever I remember that I don't have anything to do later, whenever it's like I remember that I have no plans and that I can take a nap, oh my god, that just knowing that I can sleep, looking forward to sleeping always makes me smile too. I took a nap this afternoon and really thought that I was gonna miss the stream because I fell asleep and it was still light outside, and I woke up and it was dark outside, and I was like, oh my god, I have to go to work soon. It's probably, you know, it's probably the wee hours in the morning. And then I checked my phone and it was like 7 something, and it's so sad because I fell asleep with my my phone open with the order page open for DoorDash, and I was going to get McDonald's delivered to my apartment. And I slept like super late, and so I had to like shuffle out to my roommate and be like, Did you, you said that I could have some of the dinner you were making before I passed out. Do you have any more dinner left? And they were like, yes, yes, you can have some of the dinner that I made. And so luckily there was dinner for me. They were gracious enough to feed me. Oh. That made me smile too. So I took a big nap, and then I woke up and I ate some pasta, and then I came here. I took a shower, and then here we are. Dogs or cats? Dogs. Hands down, dogs all the time, every time. It will always be dogs. My whole life, I grew up with dogs. My family always had dogs. Mother and father eventide currently have 3. And they are the most precious little beasties in the world, and they are full of so much love. And also they just don't have that lingering smell. I'm sorry. If you own a cat, people can always tell, because you will always smell like the cat. Like, I don't know. I think my beef with cats is just that there's like, if you owned a cat, if the cat is dead, I will still be able to walk into your home and know that you owned a cat. Like, I don't know. That's my thing about cats. Also, yeah. I've had to like house sit for people that have had dogs and people that have had cats, and the dogs have always been an infinitely more pleasant experience. Except for the one time when I had to watch somebody's crusty little white dog. But those aren't dogs, those are horrible little creatures. Crusty white dogs don't count. Oh, this one is fun. Madam Rui, I was wondering if I could have your hand and swear to be a simp for you. Also, congrats on your debut. Love you. Love you too. Also, sure. I will never turn down more simps. I don't see it as being a simp. I see it as being devoted, and I love devotion. After all, the best pets are the loyal ones, right? It's very sweet of you. Thank you. A proposal. Oh my god, wait. Speaking of proposals. Oh, sorry. Speaking of proposals. My my friends and I went to go see the new Black Panther movie yesterday. And one of the ads, it was like a Sam's Club ad, and like I didn't even know it was an ad because they were like framing it like a movie, and it had like Kevin Hart in it, but then they were like, oh, we have to go to Sam's Club, and I started watching it and it was like, is this an ad? And then it ended up being an ad. But to get to the point about the proposal, like the whole premise was that Kevin Hart didn't like his daughter's like boyfriend, and the boyfriend wanted to like propose to the girlfriend, and he was asking Kevin for permission and like all of this, and it was like this huge promotion for like the Sam's Club like scan and shop like thing. But anyway, long story short, they ended up getting an engagement ring from Sam's Club, and I was like, if somebody proposed to me with an engagement ring from Sam's Club, brother. Imagine like Imagine the whole thing where it's like he went to Jared, but it's like he went to Sam's Club. I just thought that was ridiculous. I don't know. Oh man. Like, it's what an odd angle for Sam's Club to take. Not even to be like, get your bulk groceries. It was, get a wedding ring. I don't know, it just made me laugh. How many hours do you have on Warwick now? You mean hours on his... Let me not say it. Let me not say it. Oh. God, the cameras. I don't play Warwick. He's not a champ that I play. But he's a champ that I would smash though. Let me not say it. Oh. I'm normal. I'm perfectly normal. All I'm saying. Smash. Yeah. He's not a champ that I would play, but he's a champ that I would play with. Okay, next question. Oh boy, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? I feel like this is asking me to expose, like, what flavor of trauma do you have? Let me diagnose you. So, I feel like there are two ways. No, there are three ways to listen to Taylor Swift. There's to listen to it for nostalgia because you grew up with that particular song or album. For the bops, just to, you know, vibe. And then there's like actually being in your feelings. The songs of hers that I listen to the most. I could like actually hold on. I can actually pull up my Spotify right now and tell you which ones. Let's go to where's my library? On repeat. Let's see. What songs of hers? Okay. So recently, I've been listening to Anti-Hero a lot, which is off of her brand new album Midnights. I listen to All Too Well from Red a lot. You Are in Love from 1989. Oh, and Nothing New from the re-released version of Red, from Taylor's version. My sister was able to snag some tickets for her concert in March. So was I! So was I! Oh my god. I think it is so crazy how so many people were like, it was such a horrible experience and it was the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Because I literally just got in the queue, got the tickets, and left. I don't know if I'm like just simply built different or what. But yeah, I was also able to get some tickets. I'm very excited. And there were pretty good seats too, so yeah. I guess yeah. I am just simply built different. I walked in and I walked out with tickets and didn't have any of the horrible experiences people on social media were talking about. So the thing is like, even if you aren't like a huge fan, I feel like it's still like just a fun thing to go to. It's just like a fun experience. Do you like any sports? So I actually don't, like, I don't play any sports currently. And I don't watch any sports, but I used to play sports. I did about 5 years playing fast pitch softball, and I was the pitcher. I was I was starting pitcher for one of my teams. The season that we went 17-0, we won 17 games in our season, including the championship, and we didn't lose a single one, and I was the starting pitcher for that season. So that's something that I was always a little proud of having accomplished in my youth. I also used to play volleyball, and because I am tall, I was usually a backliner. I was usually like back middle, and so they would like set it up and I would like run forward and spike it. I was also one of I will say one of the more powerful servers on my team. I had a mean overhand serve back whenever I used to play. I was actually captain of the team for a little bit too, so that was fun. And we've come back to the beginning. So I will hide that. And I will move me. Ooh. And then somebody in the chat's gonna go, use studio mode, and I'm gonna go, no! I don't want to! Oh, come on. There we go. Oh my god. Stop! There we go. Everyone like, use studio mode, and I'm now at the point where I've had so many people tell me to use studio mode that I'm specifically not going to use studio mode. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for coming and hanging out for a little bit while I answered some of your post-debut questions. It was really nice to see you guys. Please keep an eye out for my next streams. My next one is going to be Tuesday, where I will be playing some Guild Wars 2. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna relax, and we're just gonna play some Guild Wars, and you know, explore the world and whatnot. And it'll be good. It'll be good. And that should be at I want to say 7. Let me check my Twitter really fast. Yes. That'll be at 7. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming. It was nice hanging out with you guys. I'll see you on Tuesday. And until then, I hope you all have a very lovely rest of your night or day or whatever have you. Bye-bye.